Okay, thank you. LCEDA, thank y'all for inviting me, and it's good to be with you today. And I know some familiar faces, and some go all the way back to Saginaw with Councilman. So hopefully I'll do all right today. Bethany, some of you have heard me speak. So Limestone County, to get me to speak, you love living on the edge. You love living on the edge. So, but maybe we'll say a few things that will help you. Bethany said a lot of great things about what's going on in this great county, and you can't do that without vision. So I want to talk about today for lift the vision. And Chairman already told me my what I need to do, and hopefully I live up to what you said. I don't know, but the great Peter Drucker, royal renowned for leadership and management, we call him the father of management, said we are living in a time of the 3 C's: accelerated change, overwhelming complexity, and tremendous competition. And even though we are living in that time, Limestone County is growing. It's the fastest growing county in the state of Alabama. You take Calhoun Community College, and I think I saw the leader back there. Good seeing you. 2018, #1 college in America, awarding degrees in advanced manufacturing. A lot of things are happening, but it takes vision for those things to happen. But here's the deal. We're going to have some challenges. We're going to have some obstacles. We're going to have some days that it's going to be tough. And when those days are tough, because we are who we are under pressure, when those days are tough, then we lift the vision. We lift what we need to do, what is in front of us. Now, when I say lift, I'm playing on that word because it means to lead, to inspire, to focus, and to take off. And I want to talk about that. But what is vision? It's the ability to think about something, to plan something with imagination. With imagination. It was that guy, Albert Einstein, created E=mc², the Manhattan Project, the atomic bomb. He said, imagination, Albert Einstein said, imagination is everything. It is the preview to life's coming attractions. It is a preview to life's coming attractions. And when we have an imagination, when we have innovation, and we can dream beyond ourselves, things happen. Things are not just happening in Limestone because our head is in the sand. It's happening because you are looking up and you're looking around, okay? And you're looking over, and that's important. It was the great George Washington Carver that says, where there's no vision, there's no hope. Vision is powerful. Now, I like what Helen Keller said. The only thing that's worse than being blind is having sight with no vision. It's a powerful thing. And I'm so glad that we're living in this area. I was saying to a few people earlier, we are so blessed, we are so fortunate to be in North Alabama and what's going on in our state. And this area is literally carrying our state in many ways. If you're from another part of the state, we love you too. But it really is. And we're fortunate. But we should not rest on our laurels. We should not take it easy. We should not become to a place of apathy. We have to keep working. We have to keep looking at things. We have to keep the vision in front of us. Because there are 4 truths to vision. Absolutely. Number 1 is vision always puts you above your head, but never beyond your potential to produce. And potential is in everything. Going where you haven't went. Having what you haven't had. Doing what you haven't done. But that's what vision does. I tell people, vision gets you up out the bed when everybody else is hitting the snooze button. It gets you up. Number 2 is, a vision got to be received and conceived. You got to receive it. Someone says, we're going to do this. And you say, hey, I don't see how. The how is not your business at the beginning. It was the great Friedrich Nietzsche that said, he that has a why can bear almost any how. The how is not our business at first. It's the why. Why are we doing it? It's the vision behind it. Because vision always attracts provision. And as we grow, as things happen, provision happens. Provision comes. It's very important. But here's another thing, number 4. Vision is always going to be assaulted. So your vision, is somebody going to assault it? Somebody going to talk about it? There's always that person who wants to find the speck in the milk. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Just throw the bathwater out. Because you got to keep going. So when I said lift the vision, L stands for lead. It stands for leadership. And you got to have great leadership. And so here's what I want to do. Everybody put your hands together for the leadership that's in this room. Because you don't do this and you don't go forward without leadership. You have to have leadership. Now, what is leadership? Well, that's a bunch of definitions. But leadership is the capacity to influence others through inspiration, motivated by a passion, generated by a vision, produced by a conviction, and ignited by a purpose. That's what vision is. I mean, that's what leadership is. And we have true leadership. We're inspiring people to go beyond themselves, to go beyond their original reservation, to go beyond what they originally thought we could do. Yes, we thought we could get to 10, but somebody said, no, let's try 20. And when we do that, and when we press forward with that excitement, with that energy, and somebody said, Doc, you a little enthusiastic. Because, yeah, but enthusiasm is not a feeling, it's a place in my mind. It's a place that I know we can go in North Alabama, Limestone County. We have not hit our plateau yet. You have not hit your plateau yet. But you got to have leadership, and we got to take risk in those leadership. The I stands for inspire, to urge, or the ability to do something, especially being creative, to influence, to add value. And some of those stats that Bethany put up, it adds value. People want to come because value add is to their lifestyle. And we got to keep adding value. We got to keep inspiring, okay? Because Einstein did say this as well. Try not to become a man of success, but try to become a man or a person of value. Value is important. And so as we lift the vision, as we inspire, we got to add value. Now, there's some attributes of value. Number one is significance, the quality of being important. And you are important. Look at your neighbor and say, you are important. Come on, look at him and say, you are important. Now, if you're lying to him, just keep saying, just say it anyway, you know. Yeah. Yeah, you are important. That's significance. Originality, the quality of thinking creatively. You're thinking creatively. You're not just doing what everybody is doing. You're out the box. You're not just in a place of apathy, okay? You're on the edge. You're taking risks. You having people say, I don't see it. That's fine. I see it. Also, innovation is an attribute of value. The quality of turning an ideal, okay, into a good service. It may be an ideal now, but it's a good service. It may be an idea to build out the things and bring aerospace industry here and bring manufacturing here. It was an idea. It was innovation years ago. But now as we drive past the old Greenbrier, after we get some catfish and good old hush puppies, after we do that, we see a big building sitting out there and buildings sitting out there. Why? Because somebody was inspired to have innovation to say we need to bring more value to our community and better jobs to our community. That's what Limestone County has done, and you ought to applaud yourself for doing it because it doesn't come easy. It's downright hard sometimes. Then uniqueness. You become that SME, that subject matter expert, that person that people can look at, that company that people can look at, having a niche in something. So inspire. Go ahead. Create an environment, an atmosphere that attract people to come. And they're coming. And things are changing, but it's good. It's good for you. It's good for business. It's good for local community. Lift the vision. The F stands for focus. That disciplined mindset to laser in on results, to see goals, to keep going under pressure, opposition, because it's going to happen. It's there. Whenever I think about focus, I think about mindset, outcomes. There's a formula that is not mine. I created some things, but it's not mine. But it says E plus R equals O. E stands for environment. E stands for events that happen. The R stands for your response. And the O stands for outcomes. E plus R equals O. We literally control our outcomes based on the response of the events. When people throw me lemons, guess what I do? Yeah, I once made lemonade. Hey, I went to another level. I make lemon meringue pie now. Yeah, I just carry it to another level. I just do it big, okay? No, so our response to an environment, yes, Alabama or this or that, all the excuses. See, excuses are just smoke screens for the uncommitted. But when we see an event, when we see, an environment, How do we respond to it? Limestone County, you have responded well. So now your outcomes are well. It's all about mindset, your attitude. 85% of production in life is based on attitude. It's not based on our degree. It's not based on what side of the track we was born on. It's not based on our ethnicity. It's not based on anything but our mindset. It's called PMA, positive mental attitude. 85% is based on your attitude. How do we see things in life? Your attitude it determines that. You are today what you thought yesterday. You will be tomorrow what you're thinking right now today. We all look like our attitude. And I don't know what LCEDA is thinking about today. But whatever you're thinking about today, it will manifest on tomorrow. Because what we see today was thought about years ago, okay? It's all about your attitude, okay? Now, what that attitude is your mental conditioning that allows you to interpret and respond to your environment. Do you see the glass half full? Do you see the glass half empty? Do you see the glass empty? I once saw the glass half full. In the half full, people used to be once half. Yeah, I did. I really did. A few years ago, I started seeing the glass full, and it full of people. About 2 years ago, I started seeing the friggin' glass overflowing. I mean, it is simply awesome, okay? That's all about mindset. Somebody said, well, Doc, how you see that? Well, you got water, and then you got another substance called air. It's overflowing, but it's based on how you see it. It's based on your attitude, how you see business. When I took over Ability Plus as a leader about 10 years ago, back then we was losing $115,000 a month. $115,000 a month. Who takes over a company and loses $115,000 a month? Well, bald head guy that don't know, I guess. I don't know. And by the way, those head looks like mine, it's cool. Everybody else is just jealous. Yeah, we took it over. But because of leadership, because of vision, not because of Doc, but because of vision, because of being able to have the right attitude, and in a year, we turned it around by $1.3 million. In 5 years, we turn it around by another $7.8 million. I'm not giving myself, I'm just telling you because we got great people who work with us. Some of them are here now. Why? Because when you lift up vision, vision will cause you to take off. It will allow you to do some things that you haven't done. So just because you in a jam right now, maybe with your company or maybe in what you want to do, don't worry about it. Just follow the model that's being displayed right here in Limestone County, and we all rise together. Because if it wasn't for the people in this room, Limestone County, Bethany could not get up here and brag. She couldn't get up and say, look what's going on. It takes vision from everybody. Everybody's important. Everybody have a place. Everybody have a seat on the plane. So lift the vision. L stands for lead. I stands for inspire. F stands for focus, mindset. The T stands for take off. It's time to take off. And there's going to be some turbulence. It's not going to be all smooth. It's going to be rough sometime. If you've owned a business or led a business or been part of a business for more than 2 months, you know there will be some tough times. Now, no bad days. Now, I got a new book, and Bethany told me it's no bad. I don't have bad days. None. Okay, and I'll explain that maybe. Okay, but no bad days. I don't have bad days. I really don't. Why? Because I understand turbulence, and it's time to take off. Shout take off. Say take off. Yeah, take off. As it's time to take off. What I mean by take off is action. Action. There are no limits. Lift the vision. Leaders take off. Leaders have action in front of them. 3 things that they do. They clearly communicate their vision and expectations. You got to, what's your vision? What's your expectations? What's next? All these things are great. What's next? Okay. Number 2 is they make lightning fast decisions. Some of you have to make lightning fast decisions. Sometimes you're like, oh, I hope this one work out. Right? And I always tell people, 80% of the information you need, make the decision, and 90% of the time, you're going to be right. But they make decisions. Number 3 is they put the spotlight on others. We put the spotlight on other people. That's what a great community does. They're striving. They don't take their credit. They put the spotlight on other people. They put themselves last. Because true servant leaders eat last. Eat last. Now, the chairman, he asked me why I was eating first. I was eating my salad, but I saw him. He was in the line last, so I don't have to talk about him right now. But leaders eat last, absolutely. They accept full responsibility and they share the credit. When something goes wrong, when you're a leader, fall on the sword. Fall on the sword. And when things go right, tell everybody it was other people that helped you do it. That's what we do. We take action. It's time to take off. Also, we lead by example. We lead by example. Things are going to be tough, but people are looking for you. They're looking at you. They want to know what you're going to do. They want to know how you're going to see it. Athens, you're enjoying some great times. Limestone County, you enjoy some great times. Decatur, Huntsville, all of them. This whole county, this whole area. But it's going to take us lifting the vision. Now, for vision lift-off to take place, 3 things got to happen. Number 1 is you got to pay the price. There's a price to be paid. Now, it looks good, but Bethany, I probably could talk to you. There's a whole lot of things behind the scene that's going on. Okay? There's a cost you got to pay. There's time, there's energy, there's talent. There's things that we have to do behind the scene. Okay? It's a cost. Number 2 is you got to be strong enough to withstand the pressure and the persecution that comes with growing. Because some people are going to say, you know what, we're growing too fast. It's too much. I want the old way of living. And you got to be able to say, that's good. But at the same time, you got to know that the genie has been let out the bottle now. We're going forward, right? But you got to be able to take that and process that and talk to that in a way that make people feel good about themselves. Number 3 is you got to develop a strong commitment to principles and your core values. What are your principles? What are the core values that we live by, that we manage by, that we lead by, that we do business by? And we got to be able to stand on those core values. And when at the end of the day, when the pressure comes, we can stand. And when it's tough, when it's hard, we have values that we can stand by. And number 4, we have to develop patience, develop endurance, because it's going to be tough. It's going to be hard. Some things just don't happen overnight. People think they happen overnight. Overnight, that plant jumped up out the ground. No. There was planning for years. There was negotiations. There was loan hours. There was plane rides. There was plane rides over the pond. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff going on. But we have to endure. Because when we endure, great things start to take place. So, lift the vision. Keep going forward. Limestone, don't you give up. Don't you give in. And you can't afford any bad days. None. No bad days. Shout no bad days. Shout again. Say no bad days. No bad days. Somebody said, Doc, how in the world does that happen? Well, Mayor Bowling, I'm going to tell you. I may have some bad seconds. I may have some bad minutes. I may even have a few bad hours. But I don't have a bad day. I can't afford to it. Can't afford to have my whole day wasted. Got too many people to touch, too many people to see, too many people to help reach their dream. You do too. Limestone, you can't have a bad day, all right? So here it is. It's Super Sunday. It's Marvelous Monday. It's Terrific Tuesday. It's Wonderful Wednesday. It's Triumphant Thursday. And it's Fantastic Friday. And it's Successful Saturday. I'm Doc Rock, Limestone County. You join me at the top. Thank you.